Alawan, first and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and infinite praise unto Yahweh, by Shem Shah, by Shem Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone. Peace and blessings be to the hopeful elect. All right, and the title of this quick little video that I'm going to do, it's going to be following out the ways of the heathens, right? Because a lot of our people, love to celebrate these wicked ass holidays of America, and they don't even know the true, true reason and why why most of them were created by the white man, right? And with Christmas coming up, a lot of Jake's gonna be celebrating it. They'll use the excuse, that oh, it's the day that Jesus was born, right? Like hell no, Yahweh Shah wasn't born in the winter. He was born sometime between the spring and October, right? But most of these holidays, are like idol worshiping, or self glorifying holidays. And these are all the customs of the heathen, the so called white man. And the scripture tells us not to follow the ways of the heathens, right? Your ass could be put to death if you celebrate these holidays, And for the stubborn ass niggas that know, that they're not supposed to be celebrating them, hey, the Lord gonna have, they're gonna have their ass to put to death sooner or later, you know? We were cursed as a nation because these niggas wanted to go worship other false gods and follow the ways of the heathen, We're the reason why we cursed, the 2/3. All because the 2/3 was worshiping, other gods. But folks better quit playing with the Lord, man. He'll put your ass to death real quick. You know, back then he was called a terrible demon like power. So what you think he'll do to you? He not that soft ass white power that the Christian church likes to worship. If you don't do his will after he's been and had mercy on your ass over and over and over, hey, then best believe your judgment is near, man. Quit playing with the Lord. You know. So like I was saying, the Lord used to be called a terrible demon like power. That don't sound like something that's gonna play with you. So don't play with him. All right, but the first scripture I'm gonna get is Jeremiah 10. I'm gonna start at 1. Hear ye the words which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Right, this is the Lord's words, so hear them out. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Right, so the Lord said not to learn the ways of the heathens, not to follow them, right? Meaning not to celebrate these holidays as a part of the American culture. We have our own holidays, such as the Feast of Tabernacles, Passover, the Day of Atonement, etc. You know, these were the high holy days that the Most High gave us, that the men upstairs gave us, So don't go into these wicked ass holidays that could possibly get you put to death. Why the fuck, would you want to die for something that's wicked, I'd rather die for something that's good, which is his word and Yahweh Shem Shah. But the 2/3 aren't gonna come back, and turn to the Most High because it's not meant for them. They mind is just, too brainwashed and fucked up. And this is an example of the unnatural Gentiles, you know, that Paul was going to speak to, the the Israelites that were in a Hellenized state of mind, which the Israelites you see today. The Israelites you see today that I heard, being niggas and coons are in a Hellenized state of mind, celebrating all these holidays and shit, trying to turn up for Christmas and this and that. Right? This is an example of a, Israelites that are in a Hellenized state of mind. Right, but I'm gonna read verse 3 to 4 of it again. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Right, and this is clearly talking about Christmas. They get these pine trees and deck them out with all type of decorations, with silver and gold and all types of stuff. And most importantly, we're not supposed to be celebrating that bullshit. But these niggas think that the Lord is a joke. But we gonna see if he's a joke, when his ass, when your ass get judged, we'll put it like that. And there ain't gonna be none of that. But Lord, I ain't know, because the men of the Lord are constantly telling your ass to stop celebrating these pagan holidays. But our people don't fucking listen. They're stiff necked people. And the only way they gonna ever, learn is if they get hit with a missile. That's the only way they gonna learn. Is if, they burn here in America, leave all this shit behind, they'll be born back in the kingdom with the right state of mind. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. And holy means to be separate. Right? The Lord thy power had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? Like I was saying, the word holy means to be separate. We're a separate people unto the Most High. We got our own customs and high holy days that the Most High gave us, that the Most High himself gave us, that we're supposed to be following after. But Jake rather stay in the Hellenized state of mind and act like a fucking coon, celebrate these other holidays. We're special people unto the Most High. But Jake mindset is so fucked up that they still think, that the color of a crayon box, or that they're really so-called Africans, and that they can celebrate all these other holidays. They don't even know the true meaning behind them. No, we're above all people, bro. That's why we're the best at everything that we do. But the point is that we're separate people, and that we have our own customs that, the Most High gave us, and we have to follow them instead of following, the American custom, the customs of the heathens. Let's go to Psalms. Psalm chapter 83, and I'm starting verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against them thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Right, Khan. So Esau, they're taking crafty counsel against us. They came up with all these different type of ways to keep the children of Israel asleep and in their dead state of mind, by setting up these different satanic holidays, setting up Christianity, and many other things, but our people won't listen until it's too late. And even when it's too damn late, a lot of our people ain't gonna listen. But Esau uses this witchcraft through the media and through the holidays, to keep our people in that fucked up state of mind. Right. And this is also going into why we don't, why we don't know our true nationality, right? As a nation, most of our people don't know who they really are. They still think they're black and shit, and Mexican, right? But I'm not gonna get into all that, But the point is that Esau have taken crafty counsel by setting up all these different holidays and Christianity and all this other stuff to, keep Israel in that dead state of mind, right? Let's go to Hosea. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Right, and our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't know what the fuck is going on, or they don't even, think like how they are supposed to. That's why you see all these jakes celebrating the customs of Babylon and just being ignorant, to what's really going on. Because as a nation, the Israelites are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, right? They're destroyed by the so-called white man, by his witchcraft and shit, right? But hey, man, that's pretty much all I had. I just wanted to touch on that little topic real quick. Lord willing, I come back and hit another lesson. But hey, man, with that being said, I pray that y'all was edifying. Before I close up, I'm gonna give our honor, glory, and infinite praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to those in the apostles' great millstone, and peace and blessings be to the whole flag and all the brothers that are pushing this truth and sincerity. Amen. Keep enduring, and shalom.